Are you someone who finds it difficult to wake up in the morning? Are you someone who has tried all the ways but are still unable to wake up on time? Are you someone who is now frustrated after following all the processes and still failing to get up on time in the morning? Then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to tell you one of the greatest tips on how you can wake up early in the morning, which are surely going to help you a lot. Hare Krishna, I'm Kavya Budhiraja and welcome back to Being Krishna Conscious. So without any further delay, let's get started. Tip number 1. Whatever thing we do in our life must always have a purpose behind it. So why do CA aspirants and UPSC students wake up so early in the morning and start studying? Because the purpose behind them doing so is really big. So likewise, we all must try to find the purpose. Why do I want to do this particular thing? Why do I want to wake up early in the morning? Let's try to understand this with the help of an example. Supposing I have my flight at 8 a.m. and for that I need to reach the airport 2 hours prior, which makes it 6 a.m. for me to reach the airport. And supposing if the distance between my home and the airport is that of 1 hour, that means that I need to leave my home at sharp 5 a.m. Then what do you think? Won't I automatically wake up at 4 a.m.? I won't need any external motivation. Why? Because the reason is huge. I cannot afford to miss my flight. Similarly, we all must try to find out the purpose behind why we really want to do a particular thing. Because once we find out the purpose, why I actually want to do it, it will become my priority. And once it becomes my priority, I will be very much determined to go for it. Let me narrate a beautiful incident with you all. Once, Srila Prabhupada took his foreigner disciples to Sridham Vrindavan in late 90s. So when the Mangala Aarti was going on at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, Srila Prabhupada called for his servant, his disciple. And when his disciple came to his room, Srila Prabhupada asked him, "Where are the other 2 disciples?" He named those disciples and asked for them. Now this servant said, "Srila Prabhupada, they are sleeping, they're still sleeping." So Srila Prabhupada got shocked hearing this. And immediately, he rushed into the room of these 2 disciples who were still sleeping. So when these 2 devotees woke up, Srila Prabhupada informed them, if you do not wake up before 6 a.m., which means if you do not wake up before 6 in the morning, there is no chance you will get Krishna. Now this was a big statement. Srila Prabhupada clearly mentioned that if you want Krishna, if you really wish to find Krishna, you must make sure that you are waking up before 6 in the morning every single day. So the purpose, especially for the devotees, to wake up early in the morning is huge, which is to find Krishna, to get Krishna, and to ultimately love Krishna. So, in a nutshell, the bigger the purpose, the bigger would be my priority. And the bigger my priority, the bigger would be my determination to accomplish that particular task. So point number 1 is to try to find out the purpose of why I want to do this particular activity. Tip number 2. Have you ever wondered why our schools always used to be in the morning and why not in the afternoon or in the evening? Why always in the morning? Well, it was for the simple reason to teach us the power of discipline. Yes, from our childhood, we have been taught that we must wake up early in the morning, and for almost 13 or 14 years, we have been waking up early in the morning, even as toddlers. So if this crucial value of discipline is taught to us from our childhood, then don't you think that the same crucial value of discipline would also be applicable on our spiritual path? In simple terms, if material students are taught the value of discipline, then don't you think that the same would also be applicable on spiritual aspirants as well? Well, the goal of spirituality is to ultimately realize the love of God, and for that we need to be perfect in ourselves, which ultimately begins from discipline. Point number 3. We all are big time snoozers. We just love to hit that snooze button whenever our mobile phone or our alarm starts to ring. But let me tell you that this becomes a pattern. This becomes a pattern that whenever my alarm clock would ring, I would automatically, even if I'm half asleep, I would automatically press that snooze button. So we need to break that pattern. I know that it could be very tempting to hit on that snooze button and again going to sleep for like 5 or 10 minutes. Well, that is usually the plan, but then by the time we wake up, already 2 hours have gone by. So we need to break this pattern. And how can we do that? Well, let me elucidate on this point a little bit. You see, our entire life is full of challenges. We can find challenge on every phase of our life. And this is the first challenge of our day. So would we want to fail in that challenge or do we want to win it? We should definitely try to attempt and win this particular challenge. How? By not pressing the snooze button. Let's break this pattern, and I know we all can do that. Tip number 4. Whenever you set up alarm at night, so try to keep your phone at a far off place. Now what this will do is that whenever it rings in the morning, you will have to physically get up and go to that place to finally turn it off. And this will definitely help you to wake up completely. Point number 5. Make sure that as soon as you wake up, you splash your face with cold water. Well, ideally, you should take bath with cold water because science suggests that whenever you make cold water touch your body, it will stimulate a hormone in our body known as adrenaline, which is responsible for stimulating better blood circulation and better breathing. So I would suggest that we should ideally take bath with cold water as soon as we wake up. And Srila Prabhupada also used to mention that a devotee must rise early in the morning and must take bath with cold water. So spirituality and science are suggesting the same thing. Now our next tip is, as soon as you wake up, try to open up all the curtains and windows for better cross ventilation in your room. Now our next tip is very, very important. Make sure that you sleep on time a night before. This is very important because our body has to take rest of minimum 6 hours. So if you're sleeping at 12 a.m., how do you expect to wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.? You need to get the rest of at least 6 hours. And sleeping on time is also important because we need to move as per the nature, as per this Prakriti. Because when we do that, we are ultimately making ourselves healthy by following a healthy and natural lifestyle. So according to nature, we must sleep after sunset and we must wake up before the sunrise, ideally in the Brahma Muhurta. Now this brings me to my next tip. How to sleep on time the previous night. For that, it is extremely important that we must have our dinner at least 2 hours prior to going to bed. Yes, because when we give these 2 hours to our body, our digestion cycle will improve. We all must have observed that oftentimes people complain of having bad digestion, and these people are mostly the ones who have their dinner late at night and immediately go to bed for sleep. So we must try to have dinner at least 2 hours prior to going to bed for sleeping. Now coming on to our last and final tip of the day. Pray to Krishna before going to bed for sleeping. Pray to him, tell him, my dear Krishna, I am going off to sleep and I want to wake up early tomorrow morning for your happiness. I want to make you my priority. I want to chant your holy name. Please kindly help me waking up early in the morning tomorrow so that I can spend my whole day serving you and loving you. And trust me, if you actually pray to Krishna before going to bed, Krishna will definitely help you to achieve your goal. And this, I believe, is one of the most important tips of this video. So now, as we have discussed the tips of how to wake up early in the morning, let us now discuss another crucial question of what are the benefits if I wake up in the morning. After all, it's my life. Why should I wake up early in the morning? What will be my benefit if I do so? Well, the benefits are tremendous. One of the prime reasons why you should try to wake up early in the morning is because of the sattvic vibrations of the morning time. And if you do any work in these sattvic vibrations, the level of your concentration would be tremendous. This is so because in the morning time, our mind will be at peace. It will be so calm that in whatever thing we try to put our minds into, it will definitely work for us. So I believe that whatever we have discussed so far in this video, if you really implement it into your life, it will definitely help you in the long term and will make your lifestyle healthy, natural and very productive. Also, if there is any other topic or issue which you would want me to cover or make a video on so that many more people would also be benefited, please kindly let me know about those topics by putting them in the comment section below. I will definitely try to make a video on them. Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol.